taking on Myth S2Y. So that should be a fun one over there.
That's over on Complexity Cast?
Yep, Cold Cast covering that one,
Nice.
Beef and whatnot. So I believe Beef and Sender over there casting that series. So definitely look forward to that one as well, and getting results from that one. But with that said, the teams are just about ready, so we want to get this moving along here. Let's take a look at these team profiles quickly here for KFG and Impunity, see who we're dealing with. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So there you go, checking out the team profiles for both Impunity and Kung Fu Gaming, of course, and what they've done to get here, who the rosters are, and even some little stats for added effect. By the way, I also want to clarify, I know this isn't maybe a well-known stat abbreviation, but WPPG, that's wards placed per game, just in case you weren't that. So, we figured we want to throw a stat on there also that kind of helps them support
players. Yeah, give them a little bit of love. And
exactly.
Also shame the carry players for being so selfish.
Yeah, exactly. The .02.
Yeah.
Barely anything. All right, though, ladies and gentlemen, they have started the game, so let's actually jump in here and get things moving on. Of course, Impunity on the Legion side, Kung Fu Gaming on the Hellborn side. I love it, man. I love that fancy stuff.
Oh.
Both these teams, again, 0-3, unfortunately, so somebody's going to get a win here coming in. Who will it be? Banning Phase, Parasite Pebbles, Ophelia Lowstone.
No Tempest actually seeing any play. Going to get banned out here for sure is my guess. Mm-hmm. It would be folly to give Impunity first pick Tempest here.
Oh, yeah. They said first pick Imps. Yes, it is. Okay. So, yeah, you see that Tempest.
There it is. Yep. Not even. Really given a chance to thrive, so otherwise looking at that Keeper of the Forest, looking at being snagged up unless they choose to. I mean, they can, because Keeper of the Forest as a passive jungler, it is pretty easy to capitalize on it. They might say, hey, Rally is that strong, or we want him, we're going to grab him and take him first pick. So I do feel like Keeper of the Forest would probably be the better buy here.
Back over to Kung Fu Gaming as far as their follow-up band, so Engineer, Tempest, Moon Queen. 3 bands coming out so far. Again, Kung Fu Gaming, a team really didn't do too much with one another before this event, at least I don't believe.
They came together to play for this event. I think they were sort of handpicked to represent the China region and their players, and actually got to see a couple of these players, at least Isaka over. Was YJK there as well? At least Isaka I know. And
Isaka, I reckon. I don't know about YJK, but
I think YJK too as well, but don't quote me on that, but over at GSL. In Thailand for that big event earlier in the year.
Yeah.
Bands, don't want to miss those, but do you want to cover all the locks and bands there, Breaky?
Master of Arms and Luna to finish it off. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure we've pretty much gone over it. So,
yeah.
The first pick, as always, looking at the board.
All the defensive properties being banned out that could potentially synergize with the Rally, the Master of Arms, and the Ophelia, so that's important to note. Makes him a little bit less powerful, a little bit less cheesy if they're going for something like a Keeper first pick here. Otherwise, a Fade, haven't gotten to see her actually so far throughout the tournament, and
yeah,
sort of been skirting by, just actually not really being picked up. She'd take a couple of nerfs and top of the dust and no longer being able to hold the bound eye while invis, so teams having an easier time dealing with her, but still a very powerful hero in her own right. Besides that, Meraxis is going to be snap picked here. Well, not snap picked, but first picked, I should say, by Kiddo.
Yeah, value in that, value in the Meraxis.
That was a hero that Orange Esports used to like to play a lot. We saw the game against State Green, the very important game during GSL, where I actually thought State Green was going to take their first loss in a while with that Dark Lady Meraxis. So Meraxis
they should have, I mean.
Yeah, arguably should have had that 5k advantage. Fell prey to the let me farm for my Ruined Cleaver trap, I suppose. So it's always a frustration of mine. But yeah, picking up the Meraxis here. Glacius in response. Not going to have to go up against a Glacius Meraxis lane at least. Aluna being banned out. Opted for a quick Glacius pick. And Torture more than likely going to be played more of a carry role here. But actually, given the fact that Tempest is out of the pool, maybe even secondary support.
Back over to Impunity now as far as their options are concerned.
Oogie.
Oogie's been right click
We haven't
there,
actually seen Oogie so far in this tournament.
No.
You expected more of a team that might have second pick, since the Mage Bane effect can't really come into play as easily.
Yeah. You know what? I was actually, speaking of that, okay, there's the Pyromancer Wild Soul also still on there.
Not going to show that off.
I wanted to actually pull up the last game. They just played, who did Impunity just play? They just played State Green, that's right. Okay, so yeah, here we go, the State Green. Yeah, they did run a Mage Bane that game. That's because that kind of just brought it up. So it's kind of going over the roster that they
who did they play?
The previous game.
State Green?
State Green.
And who is State Green running?
Looks like Master of Arms, Tempest, Engineer, Bubbles, and Deadwood. So
very standard.
Nothing too radical.
Yeah, actually shaping it up with Nomad here on the other side, though. So Limestyle going to try to impress us with some crafty plays over here.
Yeah.
Nomad can lane very well against Wild Soul. If he goes up 1v1 against the Suicide Wild Soul, he can really get some good farm in and apply a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
But they did pick up the Keeper of the Forest. If they actually... I'm not sure if I like it. It depends on how they wind up running it, but if they're running a running a passive Keeper jungle, they could run the Wild Soul jungle too, which we've seen work out sometimes, and actually I might even prefer it a little bit. If they're running the Wild Soul jungle, the Keeper jungle though, Wild Soul or Keeper jungle, they're both pretty passive, so they're going to potentially fall prey to this overall aggressive-looking team here on the Hellborn, is what I'm trying to get at. So yeah, I'm a little bit worried for the Legion side.
Yeah, I mean, aggressive. It's definitely going to be named is a nature over here on Kung Fu Gaming side with that fade, especially picked up in that lock pool. So
yeah, they kind of need another solo hero here, unless they're going to wind up soloing the Meraxis and go the Mag Pyro. They do have the option of soloing the Meraxis, but they definitely need the lockdown for their team. Wretched Hag actually going to round it out. So you know what? Taking a look at it furthermore, the Wretched Hag combination with Keeper of the Forest. Wretched Hag Keeper is kind of broken when it comes to tower defense, man.
Yeah.
Early game team fights with the Keeper of the Forest and the Wretched Hag at level 6, absolute devastation. Capable of winning fights just on their own. So.
Yeah. I see right there. He has one of those fight sticks in the noise sticks that they clap together. I was looking at one of Impunity's players. I think that might be Ron actually, sitting at that front chair. But anyways, getting sidetracked there. But yeah, so you're talking about the Wretched Hag and the Keeper of the Forest and the potential that they have for the tower defense.
Otherwise, expecting to see Nomad go top here, hopefully against their Suicide. Keeper of the Forest. No, it is going to be a Wild Soul top, so Wild Soul running top, going to play that Suicide lane. And I really I'm not a big fan of the Keeper of the Forest jungle, man. I'm not since the patch. I'm not when they choose to run a more aggressive lineup. I think they can push them out pretty easily and then sort of dominate the lanes, get the momentum going for you, and well, from there on out.
Well, I mean, even more so, you made the point, and we've talked about it in the past before too, where Nomad matches up very well against a Wild Soul. So, even you could argue even another reason why perhaps the Keeper of the Forest being up top instead might have been the better choice. But Impunity does decide to go with what they got, obviously, with that Wild Soul. Going to be going to the Suicide lane here, so we'll see how Enkindler, again, the last-minute replacement for this team, as they were going to be heading over to Dreamhack. Unfortunately, Signify had to drop out.
Other than that, Meraxis Pyro lane, powerful if he's actually able to land the Quake stun, but a little bit difficult for them to actually have any sort of initiation. Pyromancer not having a direct target stun, and Meraxis needing to get in close range and close the distance with, using his axes or just hoping to catch the enemy off guard. Makes it a little bit more difficult to set up kills. On top of the fact that they're not going to have the jungle effect, they're not going to have that roaming ganking Tempest, Parasite, what have you, Ophelia.
Yeah.
So they're left on their own, and well, hopefully the jungle will at least help them secure the runes.
See, speaking of the jungle, Torture, Rally, and Fade, as well as even Glacius all here, kind of roaming up the jungle a little bit, but no one to be found. As the Wretched Ag instead just going to kind of hug that tower. Rally's going to go ahead and place that ward aside here to block the initial spawn, and furthermore, unless it gets counter-warded, of course. So, gonna take care of the pole camp right off the bat. Other than that, nothing really too much crazy going on here from the laning phase. You got Wild Soul doing his thing with Boo Boo, and gonna go ahead and do the creep pull here. Gonna make things at least a little difficult on Nomad, but nothing that he can't handle in the end. Seeing this Fade here, gonna be played by GG Slayer for Kung Fu Gaming. As you're talking about, I mean, Fade's a hero that most certainly has died off since that Runic Shift patch.
See, Glacius is going top with the Nomad, and
okay,
I think Nomad can do okay alone. I really wanted to see them dominate their other lanes and try to converge and gank mid. With this Glacius moving top, I feel like he's going to be occupied trying to deal with this Wild Soul a bit much, and I also feel like he's not going to be able to gank mid at all. He's not going to be able to touch it, so Keeper of the Forest is going to be able to hit level 6 without really it being much of a punishment to his team. That's oh, great job though pulling the camp. So yeah. Glacius is already actually making use of his time. So making me my words, great use of that camp and mitigating the effectiveness of Wild Soul's pull.
To an extent, meanwhile, the middle lane, Fade's actually in a bit of trouble right here. Meraxis and Pyromancer collapsing. Fade, a nice line stun though with the Burning Shadows, and he will be able to make his getaway. But that was definitely looking close there for a while. Onto Fade before he's able to survive in the end. Torture gets some good support as well, of course, helping to keep him alive there. Back to the middle matchup again. The action continuing. This time, Meraxis, the one that's in trouble. He will eventually fall. Bloodlust kill goes out in favor of Noodle, playing that Torturer. So Noodle and GG Slayer doing some work here in the middle lane. They end up getting in the counter kill out of Kiddo. Playing that Meraxis, actually.
Yeah, I mentioned the initiation being much easier there for the Hellborn team. Fade having a much more reliable point stun than the Meraxis, obviously. So going to be able to pick up these creep kills easily at the tower here and see where he goes from there. Should have his early. He actually already had his bottle sent out, so was really quick about that.
See the bottom lane matchup and how.
Okay, great.
Up so far.
Glacius trying to roam for that 2-minute rune. Gonna get actually scouted out by the Wild Soul Bear from here. Just a refreshment. Might wind up burning it and roaming towards middle anyway. Definitely create some pressure. Strong initiating stun. If Pyromancer's not careful, it's pretty easy for them to pick up a kill.
Yeah.
Gonna be scouted out by the ward placed by Mr. Air here. I mean, I feel like Nomad's fine at this point. They keep doing the pull there, but Nomad did it by himself. I don't feel like Glacius needs to stay up here.
Yeah, it's. I mean, he's level 2, so back to the middle lane actually. Pyromancer trying to get away. Coulson hits, and it will be enough for the kill. Meraxis did have a pretty good Quake Zone right there, but obviously
they're just absolutely getting demolished here, man.
Yeah, they are.
In mid.
Meraxis needs to be careful, actually. Burning Shadows. Oh,
what are they doing?
What? I mean, it seemed like he just got caught up on the creep wave there, but...
Yeah, but...
Oh, jeez. This is not looking good.
Holy moly. They had that initial stun combination, man, at like level 1 or 2 where they caught him off guard, forced him back, forced him to use a bit of regen. But since then, it's just been snowballing out of control.
Fade all of a sudden. It just so happens Torturer's gotten all 3 of those kills, by the way. He is playing the support role here. But he'll gladly get those early boots as...
500 gold and boots already.
Yep. Bottle already picked up by
3 minutes in on support. They're almost all rocking boots here at this point.
Yeah.
Rally actually picked up a Trinket of Restoration here to help him with the laning phase, considering he's taking a lot of harass. Picked it up to give him a little bit more presence against this Wretched Tag. And, well, once the matchup hits level 6, it's definitely in favor of Rally. Gonna be curious to see if he already has a health potion. Glacius rotating, and it's gonna be enough!
Wow. Lady Ricardo just did Underestimated right there.
Well, and the damage, I was like, oh, it's only level... No, it was a level 3 Glacius, level 2 Thunder Blast, and it was enough. Meanwhile, Mirax is getting caught out by the Fade Torture. What is... There's dying all over the place in their lanes.
I don't know what's going on, man. I mean, Impunity's just falling to pieces. Like,
and Rally now, man. Rally's going to be hitting level 6 sooner or later. Pyromancer caught out of position, but not going to go for the kill. Wretched Hag's coming in. That would be a... looks like a pretty easy cleanup if they were to commit to it. So, yeah, I want to see him space back here. Eat that regen, get level 6, and, well, Wretched Hag doesn't have a stun. If Pyro hangs around, sure, take that kill. Keeper's not even close to level 6 yet. Oh my god, the rotation from Torturer, though.
Oh, geez,
and down he goes. Pyromancer in trouble now.
There's the freeze, the couple of auto attacks. I'm honestly at a loss for words, like, to an extent. This is... Something is up.
I'll give you some words. Wild Soul Keeper, passive gaming.
I mean, it just
Miraxis,
feels like
Miraxis mid lane, passive gaming.
Yeah.
Passive gaming, passive gaming. That's all there is to it. I mean, they have straight up aggression here on the Hellborn team. They're finding the opportunities and they're pressing it, and they're just not playing safe enough. Given the fact that they have a team that pretty much just has to sit back and watch for the early portion of the game. I mean, it's frustrating just watching, just knowing that they can't do anything even if they wanted to.
Yeah.
You know, they can't. They can try to roam the Hag and maybe set up a kill with Miraxis, but what are you going to do if Miraxis doesn't get in range to land his stun? Just waste your time around? Is Wild Soul going to come run around and gank him? It's...
You're right, yeah.
I would be losing my mind in this game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got to give credit to KFG with this. I mean, they knew that that was a weakness, clearly, of Impunity with the lineup that they had, how they were laning it, and they have most certainly taken advantage of that. So.
Yeah, and Rally level 6 now, he can take out the Wretched Hag by himself. They know that Rally's going to try to be aggressive. They know Rally's level 6, and that's why they're rotating towards the bottom to try to almost bait him out, it looks like. Hell, might be a case where they're trying to bait it and he just winds up getting the kill on Wretched Hag and walks away. And oh, there it was, but not going to set it up. He's afraid.
Has
he's actually
the numbers,
he's definitely wary of the fact that they might be. He needs to get an auto attack off, and then he's actually taking a little bit of harass damage there too. Pyromancer's...
I mean, the stun could foil everything on a Rally right here.
If he's quick, though, and just gets one auto off and his ulti, he'd be fine. Like, Wretched Hag is honestly not even... Like, when she was at 540, I'm pretty sure with an auto in the stun, it would have been fine.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't want to risk it too much. Meanwhile, back to the middle lane. Miraxis is going to be frozen right here, and jumps Fade as well as Torturer. And they all fall right there. Rally, the compel it hit Wretched Hag. Actually blinked in aggressively right there. So adding insult to injury, man. They can't even get the kill on Rally. Keeper of the Forest are going to join party to at least push this bottom tower. So, I mean, this is where show you here on Keeper of the Forest, at least a bit of an impact is going to come to play as far as the passive play is concerned. But
I will say he probably figured there's a bit of bait going on. Even if they weren't in a position to save the Hag if he was quick enough, it was the kind of thing where he's like, I don't know, I don't have information. I actually, from a spectator point of view, I want him to go. From an in-game point of view, I totally understand why he isn't going.
Oh, nice deny on the tower from Isaka right there. Compelled in. The seismic slam and Wretched Hag will absolutely get decimated. The roots come out for Keeper of the Forest, but it's not going to be too much in the end. Pyromancer gets the infiz. Keeper is on the run. He will be fine. Pyromancer also trying to get away now. 3 seconds left on that Nature's Veil. Will he ultimately escape, or are they going to try to chase him down here? It looks like it is going to be the first thing. Missed arrow on Pyromancer will get away, it looks like, but man, oh man. Deny on the tower. Another hero kill. Nomad at the top lane chasing Wild Soul right here. Actually going to do a good amount of damage in the meantime.
That's
he
still
does have
going
a
in.
strike coming up. Nope, not going to
Softening him up, though, for Fade, who has the ultimate up in 6 seconds and is going to have mana. So this could be a perfect opportunity for Fade to actually set up a gank. If he wants to move around and gank Wild Soul at the tower, I think it would be phenomenal. But yeah, going to go back to the mid lane instead. It is Invis and waiting to set something up here with Torture. Miraxis has got to be... What are you doing with your... Oh, no!
Noodle! GD Slayer, I should say. GD Slayer now in a lot of trouble, actually. Oh, he is going to die in the end. They did get the kill on Miraxis, but that was all on GG Slayer right there. Completely whiffed the Burning Shadows. Yeah, that was most certainly a misclick. I mean, it could have...
There's no way about it. That was a misclick, so...
Yep, it happened.
Still, they got the kill onto the Miraxis before he hit level 6 and didn't get experience for the death of GG Slayer there on Fade. Help us out Pyromancer, though, now, who is actually out-leveling his buddy.
Oh, yeah. He is level 6.
Got the solo experience for the kill on GG Slayer, level 7. And
Oh,
Brax is now hitting
Nomad.
6.
Jeez, Nomad dropping below there.
Yeah.
We'll activate a health potion, though. Going to be fine. And look at Fade. After that misplay, comes into the top lane, though. She does have her ulti farm. You talked about this. Here's going to be the opening auto wild to the auto attack. The Burning Shadows, the bear is spawned, but it doesn't matter. The Cole comes out. Sandstorm going to be used by Nomad as well, and GG Slayer actually getting credit for that kill right there. So Kindler, he's trying to maybe get up a little bit in farm. Not going to matter, though. Ratchet does get cut to the bottom lane in the meantime by the rally compels, and it just barely hit her. And has set up a very easy seismic slam with a freeze coming out on top of that. Again, it's just
Miraxis?
What do you do if you're Impunity here?
Miraxis or Torture's in position. Level 7 Tort has maxed out chain reaction stun. It's not going to be enough, or is it?
I think it is. Oh, Matrix comes down.
Forces the Matrix, but there's
Nice.
the counter with the ultimate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly thought they should have went for more of a... Oh, still going to get the kill on Glacius.
Jeez.
Not that bad. I was feeling like they should have went to combo Miraxis, but then not committed, you know? Just soften him up a little bit, make him use those battle charges, and then reinitiate when they know they could go hard.
Kiddo's got to be frustrated, man. 0-5-2 so far, only 10 minutes into the game. Again, this is definitely a very solid player. We've seen before in LAN experience as well as even online, but just not having his game so far this one. Middle tower, can he get the deny at least?
No,
Center. No, we will not get it.
The stun, however, oh, getting creep block here.
There's the Bat Blast even coming. I got the chain reactions, but I don't think it's going to matter.
Maybe a set up for Fade, though, who does not have her ultimate up for one more second. So not going to be able to pick off here. Look how low, actually, they are.
Yeah.
Keeper of the Force, at least. Fade not trying to pull anything sneaky, though. Or is she?
Yeah, now she is going to go in.
God, they've got to be aware. Are they seriously? Do they have no idea?
Rev,
I mean,
there's a rev. They're
how
going
is
to
that?
the forward, so he barely gets all the way. No, in comes the Tundra Blast. And down falls Keeper of the Forest.
I don't know about that, man. Fade was just there in the middle lane, lingering behind. Nomad with the rotation, though. Beautiful timing.
Mid animation. Glacial Downpour helping us set up a kill on a Pyromancer. And Cyrus, I think we are on our way to yet another
Deny him. Yeah, he got it.
Deny.
That was a nice play, man.
Yeah. Nomad chasing. Nomad wants blood. He has another Parasite.
What
by
does
the
he have?
way.
He
didn't even mention that. He doesn't have enough mana.
What?
Oh my gosh.
Wait, was that? No, he.
That was just his passive.
That wasn't even.
That was his passive. That was no Mirage Strike or anything. He just walked up, auto-attacked, and destroyed him. Oh, man.
I hate to see this, man. I mean, I love Impunity, man. Still, Kung Fu Gaming, man, you got to give him credit. They went into this tournament, maybe not even expecting to take a single game based on their track record so far today. So the fact that against Impunity, a team which has been proven in the past performing this well, you know, you got to give them a lot of credit. This is not only this game, though. Impunity has been falling apart all tournament. What is going on?
Yeah. Apparently it was his True Strike, by the way, so I was
Okay, that's what I thought.
Anyways, you know, he gets the kill. Yeah, you're right. I did. Again, it just right there. I get what you're saying about the passivity, but doesn't it just feel like too that Impunity just not all here, man? I mean, this is not the Impunity team that expected.
It wasn't just this game, remember? It was the previous encounter as well, where
gets Mythos too wide. Moraxis in some trouble right here. Rally, big Capelsa though. Matrix is activated. Pyromancer gets burst in the background, but now Rally and Nomad said he doesn't have a Shaman's headdress though, so he's pretty damn tanky. You see him surviving throughout all this, buying time for his team. His Bat Blast will connect and finish him off. But at what cost here for the team of Impunity? Moraxis with the stomp at the last second, trying to get away right here. Regidag also saving him. Not going to be enough though. In comes the agonizing Bonds.
Gotta be careful with
and
that.
Moraxis
has
gets taken
the mana
out.
battery though.
Oh, Nomad's here for blood.
Yeah, they're
really
actually they didn't even have Nomad for that. Good point. And with the Elder Parasite, and ultimately looks like he's going for something like a Shroud here. Unless he surprises us and goes for Rune Cleaver. Gonna find this. Oh no, they've got a Ward of Rev. That's not theirs though.
Yeah, there's the
dust. The dust is a little bit late.
Spotted. He was spotted.
He was
they know
spotted.
he's there. Yep.
That range on that dust.
It's ridiculous. Now they don't see him.
No.
So he survives to tell the tale another day. Might not be too long though, as Legion Team Impunity is collapsing right here. They're the ones that want to maybe catch Kung Fu Gaming off guard, but not gonna really find them in the end. And you see Kung Fu Gaming gonna clean up a little bit of the Legion jungle and make their way to pushing the bottom tower as well. Nomad, by the way, has the broadsword picked up.
Yeah, I was thinking about the Shroud probably. I would like to see even a Mono Battery picked up on him. Honestly, an extra True Strike at the end of these long fights could mean a lot. Besides that, no real complaints. I think Shroud owns a really, really powerful item.
And of course, the other Parasite, especially with the change that I had in the Runic Shift patch, it's a lot more viable now, you know, for bulking up. Usually you maybe see a Helmet Black Legion, but
this is that Wanderer combined with the Shrouds and backstab effect coming out of your Assassin Shroud, man. Just does so much damage. 2-hit kills are not uncommon.
Look at Fade right here. Invis, he's level 11 on top of that. He's going to maybe go for Keeper of the Forest. Does get the support if so.
Not actually going for the Keeper, though.
I want to go for Pyromancer, maybe. Wild Soul even.
Hide out in the trees, at least. Oh,
he's
finding
going
the
for
Wild
Soul. And he has the damage. Of course he does.
The Codex. And scouting out the Keeper. He's caught a position. The Root is up, however. Going to probably use it to interrupt here, but will it be enough? Nope. I don't even think so. Nope. And now the Root's down for when he revives. They've got nothing going for him. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah. 15 minutes into this game, again, you got to wonder, are we just going to see that all right, we're done with it, or are they going to still play on? It looks like it is a ladder for now, at least, but man, oh man, another just game that's in favor of one side, and I can't say I saw this one coming. I mean, KFG, especially if you asked me yesterday. I mean, today, Impunity, we got to see it earlier, it seemed like something was a little off, but
I placed KFG at just slight, and the tournament's not over yet, but I placed him at just placing slightly above
the ITS.
Yeah. And
down there, and
yeah, there was the gray zone of Impunity, VDT, Myth S2Y, etc.
Yeah. This has got to be a good feeling for them, though. I mean, for KFG, the fact that here they are defeating a sound team, man, and Impunity, at least going into this event, we're expecting a bit out of these guys, and they got some named players again. Shuyu, Kiddo,
all veterans of the scene. That's
definitely are.
You mentioned before, this is Shuyu's third Dreamhack, man.
Fade, looking for another opening right here. We'll find it on Moraxis. Will that support come in time? No, it will not. In comes a Bat Plus from Dreamhack, and Fade's the one now in trouble. Puts down the shadows.
It's a bait, though. It's
a trap. To get away. It is a trap indeed. Look at the trap is successful. She will eventually fall, but now here comes the return from the Hellborn side. Nomad is chasing Moraxis. Is trying to get away. Oh my god, he actually may ultimately get his blocking Torture right there. It looks like he is.
Oh, you mean the Moraxis?
Yeah, Moraxis is
Keeper of the Forest, though. I'm not sure if you saw that. He was this Glacius, Ice Imprisonment, Nomad. That's about all she wrote. The Shroud, he didn't even have the Shroud on him. I think he had it purchased, but
I don't think he did.
Didn't have it on him for that fight. And actually, I see that's Noodles, Power Supply Recipe. 2 Mana Potions for Lime Style, though, so yeah, not going to have that, but we have the Mana Potions instead, so working out great for him. Leaving the Regeneration Rune for his buddy Tort, maybe. Yep, Tort's going to the top lane and going to pick up some farm here until the next fight breaks out.
How's that farm coming along for Wild Soul? Looks like he has 2,800 gold. I mean, yeah, it's really.
I mean, yeah, it is, but it's only 170. He will ultimately get his sword, but still needs to finish a long, long road to his Mach in a game like this.
Quite the trek ahead of him, to say the least. So Wretched Hag, another hero that they're hoping for some good farm, I'm sure, but not really coming together. Moraxis, the portal key, it's climbing. I mean, he does have the Steam's bottle, and another now 1,100 gold saved up. So he's finally starting to get a little bit of a pace going as Kiddo, as far as creeping up there towards that portal key, but still obviously ways away. At the same time. Limestyle on Nomad, he's just pushing up this top lane. Keeper of the Forest is setting up a flank, however. No, actually going to go to the jungle a little bit.
No, I think they're trying to set up for him, but he's got his ultimate, man.
No, there's his top spread. He's going to go in right here. He needs to be a little careful. The Hag is coming in. That Assassin Shroud maybe might not be the biggest deal, however.
Yeah, and he still has his ultimate.
Yeah, true.
It's a lot of ways to sort of handle what they have to throw at him. Investment's picked up. I feel like he needs it. 1,800 gold.
Yeah. That's for sissies, he says.
Oh, no.
Right here on to Keeper of the Forest. Torture coming in as well with that dust. Oh, the edge counter not in time, however. Yeah. Tries to time it with the root animation. Unfortunately, unsuccessful. And Keeper will survive there, so pretty close.
The Black Legion finished on Rally as well. Had a Shaman's Headdress from that mid-fight, remember, where he baited out all that damage, and now with the helm on top of it. Gonna be that much more of a nuisance.
Keeper again, now with no root. Obviously even less of a threat here as far as what he's bringing to the table.
Yeah, you might notice the Torture went for the Gnome's Wisdom. It's because he was playing more of that support round. Look, that's actually support Torture at the start of the game. That is Gnome's Wisdom and the Mighty Blade and Sequence and Investments and Power Supply. He's actually looking like he's a farmed up Slicks. Yeah.
He's up there, man. Yeah, everything just has come together very nicely here for Kung Fu Gaming. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, Fade just gets a free pick onto Pyromancer. Top tower goes down. The gold and experience lead is this is looking like the VDT S2I series. It's starting to get crazy out of control. It's already at a point where you could say they could have conceded by now, honestly. But
well, they're holding on to the Wild Soul factor, man. They're holding on to the fact that we can turtle with Wild Soul Mach. Let's go for that turbo late game, and well, an area of the game where Nomad's not afraid to dance in. He's, especially with the start he's having right now, 500 gold per minute. He's like, late game, sure, I'll take it.
Oh, this is mid wars for him right now. He's gonna have a Genjiro here in the
near
future. I assume that's what he's just gonna pick up straight, especially at this rate. I mean,
he's shrouded here. He's up for 2 more seconds. Gonna actually not quite able to find it.
Struggle. Look at the damage. Oh.
If he got that shroud hit off,
probably would have been it.
Maybe, but either way, forcing the Hag to port back to base here, so not going to be able to mobilize elsewhere. Bound Eye has had it up on Fade. Level is that Codex, just one, so maybe a portal key next.
They're going to go for Kongor. It's Kung Fu Gaming, just going to fairly quickly do that. You see the vision around the Kongor pit, really not much to it here for Impunity, so the mix, they don't really have a clue. I would think they could take a team fight if they get the jump, but again, they just really don't have the information for them right now. So Kongor's definitely going to drop. We'll probably see it on Nomad. There's a good, oh, never mind, he went the shield breaker route. I guess I kind of just assumed it was going to be a Genjiro, but nope, it is a shield breaker. Definitely very solid too, of course.
Way higher burst for him now.
Yep. Now the Token of Life.
Level shield breaker is actually 1. You can get level 2 shield breaker, but doesn't have it on him yet.
Yeah, there's the purchase. Trying to group up and push. Why wait, they say. You got the Token of Life. No reason to let it last as long as possible. Might as well just use it right away and have that threat here. So he is a mass damage dealer. There's the Mach of Brilliance for Wild Soul. So finally, and Kindler here on playing the Wild Soul here for Impunity is able to pick the tower going down.
Good timing at least.
Yeah. I mean,
not good timing relative to how far they are behind, but I mean good timing is the fact that they're trying to push the base now. They have the token, and he has the Mach at least to assist in the defense. I have a feeling like it won't be enough, but we'll see.
The Force porting back after pushing that top tower, but yeah, as you said, Boo Boo kind of up in the front lines and getting the good Mach damage off. Fade off to the side. He's finding an opening, puts the Burning Shadows up the Pyromancer, but Morax is going to respond right there. A little bit too far, perhaps. Seismic Slam on 2 heroes, 1 on Keep the Force, and 1 on Wretched Hag, who barely blinks away in time, but meanwhile, that blast does hit on a rally. Nomad's doing some damage. There's the edge cutter going off. He will eventually fall, but the Token of Life going to bring it right back up, of course. And now he's looking to get in the midst of it all. Torture doing plenty of damage throughout all this. The rest of the team doing work. We do see, however, Torture is going to get caught there. Buyback situation, nobody buying back throughout all this. And actually, Nomad is going to cut out here. Limestop. Oh, the Axe just dodged. Wow. If that Axe connected, man, oh man. So he does get away. Now Fade's actually being chased down. Yeah, she is going to just run
because of Mach, yeah.
Wow. Okay,
so
well.
They burned token. They held off. Tower not even broken yet.
It's quite the tower, quite the dive, though.
Yeah, well, the initial burst onto Wretched Hag, if they were able to drop her, she got down to maybe about 50 health. If they were able to drop her, that would have been a completely different fight.
Yeah. She came in with the Bat Blast and assisted some good damage throughout the later on part of that, so. But again, it's if you're KFG, you're still feeling very good. 17,000 gold and experience lead here, as we are now approaching that 23.5-minute mark. So
Shieldbreaker 3 also letting Nomad feel pretty good about himself too.
Yeah, that damage output, especially at this time of the game, is pretty damn impressive. Noodle, in the meantime, on Torture. Again, you're making the point this was a support Torture here. He was supporting Fate at the beginning of the game, and here he is. He's looking like he's almost carrying this game to an extent here for the Hellborn team. Obviously, Nomad appropriately taken the role of that, but.
And he was more of like a utility class rather than a hard support,
yeah.
secondary support. So now that farm is being allowed to flow onto him. Let's actually check his creep stats. Quite a bit at 70, so they are distributing the farm pretty evenly, and he's not just playing that true support tort.
Fade picking up the portal key right there. So now has some good mobility to work on. Nomad getting caught at the bottom lane. Nomad's going to fall. All right.
That's big.
So
He has no buyback.
that's a big
This,
indeed.
all of a sudden, man, you might be questioning their choice. I mean, pushing forward, he has a shit ton of damage. But in terms of survivability, Glacius, Nomad potentially caught off guard, a Fade, not the tankiest of heroes, so.
You see Fade trying to find that opening, but especially without Nomad, pretty risky. Torture in the meantime, just finishing his Shrunken Head. Legion team is going to fall back. Not going to really push the issue here.
Yeah.
As far as getting the pick on a Nomad, so.
I mean, they're still in a great spot, but.
It's small things that will add up. I mean, a lot more of that needs to happen, but it is a step there. At least for Impunity, of course. And enough to ultimately even keep them into the game here, of course. Have a fighting chance. Soul's Bulwark just finished on Rally in the meantime. He's having that delivered, so the item's still adding up. Very nice over here. On the Hellborn side, hell, even have a main support, Glacius, who's managed to farm that Astrolabe.
Yeah,
on top of the
you're
power
in a good
supply
spot with your
striders.
Glacius is. Yep.
Doing just fine. Middle lane, Rally. Be careful. Yeah, there's the Miraxis jump. Give it the Force even coming in with the root on top. They really want this kill, and they will get the kill. So another pick off here coming out from Impunity. Again,
they're all nowhere near, too. Everyone's just sort of going off like as far as they can from their team. And just, I don't know, pushing way too far up. Being like, oh, I'm not going to get ganked. Yeah. Better go kill myself.
It's about time. A little bit. It's been some time since they're gonna kill. Might as well get one. A lot of ultimates were used there. I mean, you had the Root, the Blazing Strike, the Matrax. So again, a lot was invested into that kill, but it did get them the kill in the end. And they continue to kind of keep that going for them. Oh, that was an illusion right there. I was like, yeah, Fade jumping, but never mind. Just the illusion. Nomad is level 16 now. Well, he's still sitting on the level 3 Shieldbreaker, of course. What he goes for next now is the question.
Yeah.
Maybe something like that Shrunken Head for him would be.
Yeah, he's a little bit more survivability. He won't track with the stack with the Elder Parasite, but he could choose to activate them independently and just use the Elder Parasite for the health and attack speed it gives you. He isn't forced to activate it by any means, so I still would like to maybe see a Shrunken Head on him.
Yeah, true with that modifier change. That the Void Talisman and the Shrunken Head, all three of them. Pyromancer, never mind. Again, that's an illusion standing out to the side right there. The real one back at base currently. Doing some regen, so Nomad will just continue to farm his way here. This time at the top lane. Looks like might have an update on the other match as well.
How's that one
believe
going?
SGU won. Did they win? Okay, it looks like they did win. Yeah, I saw something in chat about it. So they were playing Mythos 2Y, so that must have been a pretty quick game too. Damn.
Wow, so Mythos 2Y, man.
Yeah.
Not having the best of times here.
Well, I just think, man, we're seeing those levels of teams. It's really what it's coming down to. SGEU, SG, and Complexity, they just seem to be. They are that top tier, then you got that mid tier as you're kind of put in that gray area.
Mythos 2Y maybe a little bit on tilt after that previous game against
PDT,
that Monkey King too, man.
That's true. It is true. But yeah, SGE, of course, a very dominating team in their own right, so congratulations to SGEU. They remain undefeated. I believe that puts Mythos 2Y at 1-3, I want to say, now as well, here in the group standings, so not... Again, not only going into the event, but even how they competed against.
Hold that thought, Breaky. Wretched Hack. Oh no!
There's the Elder Parasite.
His invis faded about 1 second.
Yeah, she's gonna blink away. Well, she'd be fine though.
Presence of it. They're actually gonna stun him. Yep. Getting a quick glimmer of vision, and well,
he eventually gets hunted down.
Yeah. I feel like every time Nomad's about to catch him with Shroud or her with Shroud, it just fades at that very, very second. So, a bit unfortunate, but finding that kill and looking to apply the pressure from here, maybe force a buyback. Still, everyone has buyback, and they don't have to gold for it. Everyone doesn't have gold for it. Everyone does have the capability to buy back, I should say, here. Legion side.
Tower exchanging going on. You got Impunity there. Hey, they would love the fact trading towers at this point, going into the base. So,
oh yeah,
they're gonna push it. I mean, KFG.
Well, they know they have Wild Soul's gonna play it safe. They're actually doing as much damage to the base tower,
you know what,
as they have on their own. So
I was gonna say though, there's no ports on this Hellborn side, and that's maybe why they were pushing so much.
Yep.
There was a couple ports, but several heroes did not have that. So, but they are scared off in the end.
You can tell they're just not comfortable fighting against this Wild Soul, man. Torture right now has a Shrunken Head. Isn't going to go for a portal key, though. Instead, looking to build up a sheep stack.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like I'd like to see that
not bad.
portal key just for the follow-up burst. And trying to we know that he has a Shrunken Head in these fights and maybe go for something else like that sheep afterwards, but instead...
Fade level 16, maximizing their reflection, of course. So going to be able to really be able to move around the map now.
Yeah.
Effectively here.
It's kind of trying to avoid him as much as possible right here as they farm up, waiting for the Kongor to come up so they can get another attempt at breaking base. And, well, there's the initiation.
There's the jump, the Fade initiation with the portal key. Shrunken Head's going off right there as well by Torture. The Quake Set just did not matter. And Moraxis just melts from there on out. So great jump right there. Conquer, as you're mentioning, it's not up just yet, but wouldn't be surprised.
Soon, the exact timing. They did push base pretty quickly after acquiring the former token, but it can't be too long. Looks like they're instantly going to the base here. Moraxis with no buyback, a critical component to their initiation.
Hag's just like, oh, I'm going to push the bottom tower. Not much we're going to do at base at this point, so trying to get anything going. However, Hag needs to be careful. I don't know if it's going to happen. 5 seconds on the Codex, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2, 1. There's a stun, the cold, the Codex, the auto attack, and down falls Lady Ricardo.
And no buyback for Hag, who had just purchased her Shrunken Head.
Yep.
It's going to be missing out a lot of damage. Rally up in front here. Seismic Slam was used.
Oh, wow.
Sandstorm going to help him survive, though.
Blazing Strike even came out, but he was able to avoid death right there.
Be careful there, Nomad.
Yeah, going to continue to be ballsy.
There's the Kongor. It is up. Fade's in position. He's like, guys, just get over here. Come on.
Yeah, they're going to get that second Kongor kill again. No vision for Impunity. Although granted, they probably have an idea that might be what's going on here. But, oh, wow. Restoration Stone just finished by Keeper. How about that? That's actually that's a pretty good item.
Turnaround plays, too, especially looking at that. Wild Soul with the Mach. Yeah, that's really good.
That's okay. That's some life there, no doubt, for Impunity. And Wild Soul's 340 gold per minute.
And they're low, man. They're low trying to get this.
Oh, they want this. Moraxis, he doesn't jump in there with the portal key. Instead, gets initiative first. Gets that Matrix off, and holy crap, maybe we see a turnaround right here. Rowley's in some trouble. Being locked down. No root coming out just yet from Keeper the Forest. He is trying to chase him down with them. Rally will fall, however.
Oh, the first hit root onto Nomad.
Oh, that is big.
Is he going to fall?
Oh, yes, maybe.
Are
yes,
you kidding me?
Fall. Big here for Impunity. Torture going to be hero blocked as well. He's trying to get away. Not going to happen, though, it looks like. And holy crap, Impunity.
And now they're going to attempt to take it. Let's see the buybacks. Nomad instantly bought back. Going to apply some pressure. But yeah, he was going to try to backstab on that Wild Soul, make short work of him. All of a sudden, that bear first hit roots him.
Again, that's just one of many reasons you pick up a hero like Wild Soul. RNG factor, and no doubt the Han Gods favoring End Kindler right there for Impunity. So, setting up a big kill. You talked about the buyback, though. So,
well, him and Rally. Buyback, I believe, Rally as well. So,
it's up right away.
Moraxis is out of position right now.
This is Invis currently, but
yeah, but we'll look
careful.
at that. The Bound Eye.
Okay.
Gonna force him back.
Not gonna win that Invis battle. Fade and Nomad both running out with their Invis, but not going to find anybody. But Impunity going to make another statement here that they're not
going to
have
a Bound Eye Fade.
Yeah, Fade is okay. She's going to over the big Burning Shadows, actually. Rally cuts it with a compel. Team Shadows put down.
Oh,
Moraxis Matrix gets off, though. They will get the quick kills. Look at Nomad's damage out, but this time it comes together. A hat trick for Lime Style. Is it going to chase? Quad kill coming out.
Can't get the Annihilation.
Man, the refreshment on that True Stack must have been massive there for him.
Yeah.
And now he's going to finish off Condor, so there was a chance there for Impunity. Fade was looking risky there, man.
Well, they had a Bound Eye. Like, Fade literally just walked up, while they had a bound eye, got the hit off, and then got a 3-man stun.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what it looked like from his perspective.
Yeah. Something just clearly got them.
I'm not wrong, right? He had a bound eye.
No, you're right. Yeah, Kiddo
he
had
did
a bound
have
eye
clear vision of that fade walking up, right?
Yes.
Huh.
So maybe they just thought there was more to that because he was going in as so ballsy, but it just happened, and sure enough, we saw the end result. It ends up a quad kill for your Nomad. And what any bit of chance perhaps Impunity had of making somewhat of a comeback. Maybe
well, yeah, for the last like 5 minutes, they're consistently making small steps to potential recovery, and then all of a sudden, splat.
And that happens. Yep. And now you're going to start getting those next tier of items here for Kung Fu Gaming on top of the Token of Life, of course, Nomad now has. So you're looking at a Shrunken Head here for Nomad.
Yeah, or he might wind up going Brutalizer. We'll have to see. I think a Shrunken Head would be just fine.
Oh, that's true, actually, yeah.
But
yeah, probably be a Shrunken Head. Also the buyback situation. Maybe they've they got to give him a couple of chances here, so don't want to risk too much in the end. Nomad is chasing Keep the Forest. More access coming in though. And actually gonna get him to turn around right there. Follow through. Fade is trying to find another opportunity, however.
Yeah, and well, Keep the Forest being picked off here. The Codex not going to be enough damage.
Portal key away before he gets countered on right there.
Close. So Keeper of the Forest, those vestments keeping him alive there. In spite of a pretty eager Fade. I believe he's only a level 1 Codex, and he has 4,600 gold. Oh my god, despair.
Yep.
Something like a Hellflower.
Or level 5 Codex.
Or level 5 Codex, honestly, at this point. I would think it'd be pretty fun to see.
Nomad, or not Nomad, but Torturer, by the way, picked up a light brand.
Puzzle box.
Grimoire going to be coming out.
Puzzle box.
Oh, wow, yeah. Puzzle box level 2.
This a little bit, and Meraxis is going to suffer a bit for it.
Grimoire power for Torturer, puzzle box for for Fade.
I should like that over upgrading the Codex, though.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. That's probably a fair point. Barrier Idol right there on Rowley. You got the Nomad and the Shrunken Head, of course. So again, those next tier of items really starting to shine now for Kung Fu Gaming. Yeah. And trying to put a dagger in the hope of any hope that he may pass this game.
Now completed. Well, not completed, but he has the gold for it, so expect to see it picked up right away.
When will the time be to strike is now the question for KFG. And they got the token for another 350 here on that Nomad currently.
Yeah.
So
just keep an eye on his gold. He has a Shrunken Head, an extra 2,900 already. Saw Wretched Hag with her Shrunken Head. Still got 3-shot last fight anyway by this Nomad, who's putting up more damage than they can handle. 280 plus Shroud, plus first hit crit, plus the minus armor.
Yeah, that Genjiro, by the way, just finished too. So.
Oh no.
And you add that now on top of it. Yeah.
Top fight. They're going pretty far into this. Look, they're gonna stick around.
Both are going to be porting on, it looks like. So 37.5 minutes in currently.
Actually, Fade, looking to get a read, but yeah, Keeper of the Forest is right on out of there.
Already porting out, so not going to find an opening up there. We do got Rowley kind of scouting around with that bound die, seeing if any Ward of Sight see me run into, but not going to happen in the end.
Yeah, they have massive advantage right now. They're just sort of, I mean, they have a token, they have a massive advantage. They're just trying to exhaust it, really, and get the most farm time as possible out of it and restrict their farm while doing so. I'd like to see someone go grab their Ancients. And continue to push the lane, and then, well, overwhelm there. Actually, Nomad is taking the Ancients right now. Does have the token available. Hag's going to scout him out here. And he's going to run since he doesn't know how many are behind her. Doesn't really have vision in that area.
Wild Soul, man, I mean, Slayer pickup. And I believe he just finished the Savage Mace. Yes, he did. So
the complete Savage Mace?
Yeah. Boo-Boo's hitting hard.
Yeah. Well, wouldn't be the first time we've seen Boo-Boo win a game, but this far down, it's just the odds are still ultra slim. Savage Mace is completed. You're right. It's on it.
Jeez, the top and in the meantime, their base is just decimated right there. Wow.
Pretty much just killed all momentum we even possibly thought of. It's like, we're keeping an eye, oh yeah, he has Savage Mace, he has a Savage Mace, and then it's like, oh,
then all of a sudden
they just lost their base.
Yeah, so top lane, middle lane, they're cleared out now with the racks. See Booba going in again, has the Savage Mace, so definitely hit him pretty damn hard with the Muck Balloons. On top of that, they get a tower kill themselves. Gonna find out. Look at Nomad though, just tear up Wild Soul, or more so even Boo Boo right there, before he can even blink. So
yeah,
blink an eye. I mean,
made it look like it was an incaster with how fast it died.
Nomad right there is
hungry for another kill. I mean, 2 sets of that was a really, if anything, they were getting a little bit of momentum again. All of a sudden, oh, free racks.
Yeah, I saw them pushing top, but I didn't realize it was gonna happen that fast though.
Yeah.
Definitely happened quick.
Booba
coming back
here.
in. Oh,
that
Booba
bear
might
dies,
die.
he has nothing.
Yes, he will. The edge cutter, beautiful edge cutter. Look at Power Master just absolutely melt right there. When he's the Keeper of the Forest trying to get away. The auto attack's doing plenty of damage. Fang catching it. Boo Boo will fall. Down goes Keeper of the Forest. Wazzle going down with this bear right there. Miraxis and Wretched Hag just on the run now. So for Impunity, I think the time may be coming here.
Everyone's up. They didn't even have the rally for that fight. That's got to be GG's. Yep, it's being called here.
There you go, KFG, they do pick up a victory here against Impunity, so congratulations to them, moving them to 1-3. As far as Impunity is concerned, they will drop all the way to 0-4, so not the start that Impunity was looking for. No doubt here in this event, so.
Oh, they're high-fiving each other there.
Yeah, happy, as they should be, man. And again, it's
wearing the iSmackDown Pro shirts, is that?
Are they all? If they're all, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, they are. They're wearing with the pants, the iSmackDown Pro shirts, yeah.
That was at the GSL event.
Meanwhile, looking pretty beat up there for Impunity, man. I think they went to this land with, well, I'd actually, what did the player